Welcome to the Dukahuru podcast, and I've been privileged today to have a guest. She's a special guest all the way from Dodoma, and we've been honored to have her here. So I would like to introduce you to Catherine. Catherine, I know there are certain people who don't know you, and they would really love to know you. So, who is Catherine?
Well, thank you very much, Roderick. It's a pleasure being here with you guys in Dar es Salaam. Asanteni kwa kunikaribisha.
Thank you. Too.
Yeah, so my name is Catherine Mangasin. I am a general business consultant, and when I say that, I start helping entrepreneurs from the point of registration, that is BRELA, and then to the point of all regulatory compliances. Nikisema hivi, I include kuanzia leseni, vibali, tax issues all together, and then tunaenda maswala ya certification. So there are type of businesses ambazo ni lazima wapite certain areas, for example construction CRB, microfinance BOT, all these are certifications. We do that as well, and then we go further kwenye trainings. I have different platforms that I'm working with, for example, Center of Entrepreneurship and Executive Development, C Tanzania, whereby they offer training to entrepreneurs, so that as well. Yeah, so I'm the CEO of Marcus Consultants Firm, that's my own firm, and also I work in partnership with C Tanzania and BAPA Consultants Firm. It's an accounting, audit, finance company, and then on the side I work with 3 NGOs at large. I'm the chairperson of Tanzania and Italy People Organization, and it's an NGO located in Dodoma, and then also I'm the secretary of Chaula Foundation. It's an NGO underway right now, and then lastly, National Council of People Living with HIV/AIDS Tanzania, NACOFA. I am the executive assistant to the CEO there. So that's Catherine.
How do you manage juggling all these positions?
So we are living in a world whereby lots of skills and information and knowledge is needed, but also we have that opportunity and platform to work multiply. Unajua ajira ni ngumu sana, that's a fact everyone knows. Lakini sasa what people, they have not wandered off going beyond and thinking outside of the box, and I think that's very sad. So I would encourage people kwamba kuna lots of opportunities out there if you really sit down, read books, meet people, learn, be informed, then utajua kumbe kuna opportunities, and I can actually have multiple contracts at par. Kama I can do it, I believe anyone else can do it. So it's simply they lack the information and knowledge, but it's actually possible to work with multiple people in multiple times at multiple schedules, travel around and deliver, because that's something else we need to deliver with quality. And
when you talked about knowledge and information, that gets us back to our topic today. I would really want us to dive into the importance or the power of getting knowledge, because there are people who have gone to school, they've gone to university, they've had their degrees and their masters, and they're like, this is enough for me. So how do you tell that person that you need to go to a seminar, you need to go for a boot camp, you need to go for a certain summit in order to get more knowledge and more information? I don't think such a person would really understand us.
Okay, so this is the first thing I would say. It's really sad that there's so many fields of employment and work out there that people don't get to be introduced to, especially at our curriculum and education levels. I would say primary, I would say secondary, and I would say advanced level, and then university. It's really sad because that has kept us in a box, and in this box we do not really know if there is anything outside. I'll give you an example. My young sister she wanted to be a pilot. Unfortunately, we could not afford at that time. And then later on, when she was probing, talking to people working in the field, she was informed, you know what, you can be a cabin crew. And she's like, really, what's that? And that was the first time I'm hearing about cabin crew. Now, if you ask anyone out there, if they know anything about being a cabin crew, especially in school, they will be like, what is that? They don't even know that in aviation, there is cabin crew. Now, this person, to work in that field, they don't need any sort of degree. They could finalize their Form 4 if they qualify in the way they are, the body language. They can go in, be trained, and start working. Now, that's the power of information. Ignorance is not bliss. as in like the more, if you're in the dark, that means you have lesser options. When we are making a choice whichever stage in life, we need multiple choices whereby I can say, oh, this is, I can take it, this I cannot take it. Now, if you have more options, that means you have more opportunities. Yes. With lesser options, lesser opportunities. So how do you get to know if I have more options or not? How do I get more opportunities? It's information, it's knowledge. So that's the pivotal point. The more options you have, the more opportunities you have. Where do you get these opportunities and options? Through people. So meet people, go learning, involve yourself with seminars and trainings, get involved, be there, listen. Then you get to be informed of all the opportunities out there.
And of course, someone else will tell you, Catherine, I don't have the money to pay for the seminars. I don't have the money to buy the book. I don't have the money to pay for mentorship.
Oh,
Catherine, you're just motivating me. How do I do that?
Okay, and this is very good.
Yeah.
I was with a certain church in Dodoma, Kana. But I'm born again Christian. I love the Lord very much.
Yes.
So at Kana, they normally prepare these events. It's called a professional dinner gathering. And one topic I trained people on was connected capital.
Okay.
Now, I won't talk about the whole connected capital, but this is what I'll tell people.
Yes.
With connected capital, it tells you that there is so much more than just capital being money.
Financial
That's one
capital,
thing.
yeah.
Yes. Capital could be people. So who do you know? I will tell you this. There are lots of seminars out there that are actually free.
Exactly.
Free, no entrance fee, but the knowledge you get is invaluable. You cannot put a price on. Now, how do you know? So we go back to who do you know? Like, get yourself involved with people. Talk to people. Read books. Get yourself involved. If I spend my money, let's say, buy your book, one of your books, I've got your contacts. I can call you now. Mr. Roderick, I bought your book. I read it. And there is ABC. What else can you tell me? What more can you inform me on? You know about SEED. And you know that several times a year, SEEDs prefer events, so people don't have to pay to attend.
Yes, they're sponsored.
Exactly, they're sponsored. So all you have to do is know there is SEED. So all you have to do is know Roderick.
Yes.
And all you have to do is Roderick tell you about SEED event that's happening.
And you get connected.
How many
such
people
events.
do you follow? Now this is the easiest. You have your phone, you have your Instagram. Who do you follow? Let's say you follow Dukahuru. If you follow Dukahuru, you are informed about the trainings that are going on around. We had a training session in May on digital platforms, social media. How can social media help you strive in business?
That was held in Dodoma.
Free. In Dodoma, it was free. So everyone who followed Dukahuru got that information. Now, how many of you follow Dukahuru? Do you have to pay to follow Dukahuru?
No.
Do you need money for that?
No.
There you have it.
So it's basically excuses.
Excuses.
So some people are really good at bringing up excuses, but there's one great man who said that the world does not want excuses. It wants results. So the world does not care whether you're young, black, white, small, big. As long as you are in this world, they will demand results for you. Now, Catherine, you've dealt with entrepreneurs. You've dealt with people who have started businesses and they haven't registered their businesses. They went to a level of registering the businesses and they're scaling up. With your experience, do these people scale up because they're continuing learning each and every day? Or it's just mere luck?
I would never call a scale up of a business mere luck, because it's never luck.
Right.
It is always the right information. I'll give you an example for that.
Right.
So let's say you're a business that you started with your capital of 100 million, and now let's say you're making 200 per year. And then you've closed your year. Now TRA comes forward to you and they're like, oh, we need your financial statements to pay my sabo. Let's see how you used that 100 and then how you expensed it. And then now you have this 200. Now in business, these are the core things. You have the capital, you spend it on expenditure, and then you have the profit. Now, this profit that you get is what you go now divide. There is a 30%, let's say, that goes to TRA, you're paying tax, and there are other small issues of compliances, license, and everything else. And then there is that small amount that stays behind. Now, that's your profit. You can put it in your pocket. Now, here's the question. If you've prepared financial statements and you're telling me out of the 200, you, let's say, made a profit of 70 M. And then that 70 M, TRA comes and says, okay, now you want us to take our 30% from the 70 M.
Yes.
They come to you and they're like, we want proof of if that 130 actually really was spent on expenditures.
Wow.
And a person comes forward and is like, well, how, for example, if I'm a construction company, how do you build without sand? You have to have sand to have buildings. But then they're telling you the law says any expenditure without evidence is no expenditure.
You must have a receipt.
Must have a receipt. And you're like, what law is that? I'll ask you a simple question. Is there anyone in business who has ever gone study law first before starting their business? No one, I can assure you.
No.
How do they know now that there are actually laws guiding, pertaining, regulating that it is a must to have receipt, whether whatever it is that you did makes sense or not, because the law is not logical. Doesn't need your logic. Like, people would go to TRA and start claiming, it's logical, I need to buy sand and cement to build something. And they're like, yeah, that's true, but how are we sure that you actually spent 130 on it? So it is vital, and that's why we have these platforms, Seed Tanzania, but also I as Markers. One of the things I'm doing right now is offering free consultation, because I've seen that hunger and that need for people to be informed, getting this vital information to guide them in their businesses, to keep them safe, to avoid penalties and interest, because this is real. You might find yourself, you had, let's say, you think you made a profit of 70 and you're going to TRA and they're like, no, you didn't do A, you didn't do B, you didn't do C, you have penalty A, penalty B, penalty C, and they take all your money. Some people wake up one day and they realize let's say a company, if you register a company right now and then you stay not operating until next year, there is actually penalties reading. Yes, penalties are reading. So you might wake up 1 year later and you're like, I didn't do any operations, but still they're telling you you have penalties, 100 million. Where do I get that 100 million? And with TRA, they wouldn't want that expense. Like they wouldn't be able to help you in any way because it's reading in the system. So it's very important to be informed. Align yourself, have a consultant always. That's a necessity, not a requirement. It's a necessity. Have a consultant. Make sure you are informed. In my type of business, what are the things that I need to know in regulations? What laws pertaining my type of business? What are the things I need to be aware of? That will help you make decisions. Who should I buy to? Who should I not? For example, the VAT registrars. They're not supposed to buy from anyone else who's not registered in VAT, because otherwise you'll be losing money. So there are people you're supposed to buy to, there are people you're not. Some people will go at a shop, buy something, get a receipt, and not even read the receipt. Because someone may give you compliant. Not even VAT. People might not even consider to look at the amount that's written there. You might buy something at 100K, and the person will give you a receipt at 50.
That is written
if you're not reading, and worse is this. They will give you a receipt written hardware, and you bought food.
And you move with that receipt.
You go with that receipt to CRA, you're like, I bought something because you didn't read. They're telling you, you know what, this is not part of your business. So we are refuting this one. And people would be like, what is going on here? Or they would misspell your TIN number in the receipt or your name. And that could negate the whole receipt. Now, all these things, entrepreneurs need to be informed that if you want to work well in your journey, in your business, but also avoid these penalties and interest, and then work in a smart way whereby you get to enjoy the profits that you actually made. Right. That way you keep your records well, you know the compliances, you do them on time, that's something else. Entrepreneurs don't have calendars. They don't have calendars, and that's very bad. And a consultant can help you keep a calendar. So all these things lead you to one thing. Entrepreneurs need to be informed.
You need to get information.
And these things are changing. Every year, compliances are changing. Last week I posted a certain content whereby I was explaining the changes that have happened in Basata.
Okay.
There is an added compliance in seeking license in certain sectors, not all sectors.
Yeah.
Now, people would come up to me in Instagram, TikTok, DM me, and they'd be like, really? I am in this sector. How comes? I'm like, yeah, the law has changed since 1st July. And they're like, oh, thank you for the information. Now I know. So information is very powerful. It will help you make decisions. It will help you tread carefully, but also more than anything, avoid unnecessary costs.
Ignorance of the law does not make you immune
Absolutely.
to the consequences of your mistakes.
Yes.
So you need to get the right information. You need to get the right people beside you, especially if you want to be successful in business. Catherine, as we wind up, you have come across different entrepreneurs. What are the most dangerous 2 mistakes that entrepreneurs make in business?
Okay, so the first thing that came to mind is record keeping.
Record keeping.
Oh, that has been a cry. People come to you and be like, how can TRA tell us we have to pay this this huge, humongous type of tax? And you're like, well, unfortunately, you do not have the record. If you say you rented a car, where's that contract? If you bought food, where's the receipt? Yes, so all these things, payment vouchers, requisition forms, all these are tools people can use to keep records. Unfortunately, people do not. Something else, make sure when you have your receipt, make a copy of it. Unfortunately, most of the materials that they use to print the EFD receipts are not durable. So people need to take copies. So that's number one, majorly. People don't keep records. If there is anything you'll forget in this conversation, if you're an entrepreneur, don't forget keeping records. Make sure you train your staff, because the staff are the ones that are supposed to be on a daily basis keeping all the operational records. That would be number one. And number two is information, knowledge. It's unfortunate that especially most would quote Tanzanians or Africans don't really love learning, and I want to negate that. I want us to change. Love learning. Love learning. From now on, love learning, because learning, information, knowledge, to know how, this is vital. You've said something very important, lakini naongezea kimoja.
Yes.
Getting information and knowledge is good and powerful, but getting it at the right time is what makes the whole difference. If I get the information I need to file my VAT before the month ends, if I get it after 20th, I'm penalized.
I'm late.
But if I get it before 20th, I'm safe. Now, the right time is very important. There are people who come to you, a year has passed, now is when they are knowing, oh, if I register, from that point onwards, my account has already started counting penalties if I don't file. Now, not having that information while you're registering, that's dangerous. So getting the right information at the right time is what's vital. So be informed. Mimi, I have a statement, habarika na markers, be informed. That's my statement, because I know information is power.
Wow. Thank you so much, Catherine. And I believe each and everyone who is out there, information is power. Now, when you get that information, make sure you work on it, because it won't work on itself by itself. So you have to work on it so that you get the results that you want. Catherine, if someone wants to get to you, contact you, get help from you, how do they get you?
Oh, that's easy. Okay. I can share my number.
Definitely.
So 0679 060129. That's the easiest way you can reach out to me. You can also check up on me on my Instagram page, Markers Consultants Farm. So it's Markers from Mark, MARKERS, Markers Consultants Farm. On TikTok, on Instagram, I'm always very quick to respond to DM. So if you have a question, and we are still on the offer of free consultation, so hit me up.
Thank you so much, Catherine. And from here at Dukahuru, we say, let's all win.
Let's all win. Thank you very much. It was a pleasure.
It's a pleasure too.